A strange thing is starting to happen in many professions. People are becoming more productive. Tasks are completed faster, reports look polished, presentations are cleaner, and written communication is smoother. But at the same time, it's becoming harder to tell who is actually very good at their job. In some cases, the difference between an expert and a beginner is starting to look smaller than it used to. Consider something simple: writing. A few years ago, if you read a report or even a detailed email, you could often tell something about the person behind it. Experienced professionals structured arguments better, chose clearer words, and showed deeper reasoning. Now imagine two employees writing similar documents. One has years of experience, the other is relatively new, but both use the same AI writing assistant to draft and polish their work. The final documents may look surprisingly similar. The difference in expertise is still there, but it becomes harder to see. This pattern is appearing in many areas of work. AI tools now assist with coding, data analysis, marketing copy, research summaries, and design tasks. In many cases, these systems help users produce outputs that look professional even if their underlying experience is limited. For organizations, this can be useful. If AI tools help employees reach a baseline level of competence more quickly, productivity improves, teams move faster, communication becomes clearer, routine mistakes decline. But there is a side effect. When outputs become standardized, visible differences in skill begin to shrink. Historically, expertise revealed itself through work products. A strong analyst produced sharper reports. An experienced engineer designed more elegant systems. A seasoned marketer crafted more persuasive campaigns. Observers could often identify expertise simply by looking at the result. AI tools change that relationship. They assist with structure, language, and sometimes even ideas. The final output increasingly reflects both the user and the system. The visible signal of expertise becomes less obvious. This does not mean expertise disappears. Experienced professionals still understand context better. They ask better questions, interpret results more carefully, and recognize when automated suggestions do not fit the situation. But those advantages may appear later in the process rather than in the initial output. A junior employee using AI may produce a document that looks polished. An expert may produce one that is not only polished, but strategically sound. From the outside, the difference can be subtle. There is a reasonable counterargument. Some observers believe AI tools may actually amplify expertise rather than flatten it. Skilled professionals know how to guide these systems more effectively. They ask better prompts, select better inputs, and evaluate results more critically. Under this view, AI becomes a multiplier. In some fields, this is already happening. Experienced programmers, for example, often use AI tools to accelerate their workflow while maintaining strong architectural judgment. But the flattening effect appears when observers focus mainly on visible outputs. If organizations evaluate employees primarily through polished documents, presentations, or summaries, AI assistants can blur the signals that once revealed deeper expertise. A well-structured report no longer guarantees deep understanding. It may simply indicate good use of tools. This creates a challenge for organizations. When visible differences narrow, evaluation becomes harder. Managers may need to rely more on conversations, reasoning processes, and long-term outcomes rather than surface-level outputs. Instead of asking, "How good does this look?" the question becomes, "How well does this person understand what they produced?" The assessment moves deeper into the process. There are also second-order effects. If AI tools consistently generate similar formats and language, many outputs across organizations may begin to resemble each other. Reports follow similar structures. Marketing messages use similar phrasing. Code solutions converge around patterns suggested by the same systems. The professional landscape becomes more uniform. This does not eliminate creativity or expertise, but it shifts where they appear. Innovation may depend less on producing polished artifacts and more on defining the right problems to solve. This shift can also affect how individuals build careers. In the past, visible craftsmanship often served as proof of skill. A well-written report or sophisticated analysis demonstrated competence. In an AI-assisted environment, those signals become less reliable. Reputation may depend more on judgment, choosing the right questions, interpreting complex situations, and deciding when automated suggestions should be challenged. Expertise becomes less about producing flawless outputs and more about guiding systems effectively. None of this suggests that skill matters less. If anything, deeper understanding may become more valuable. When outputs look similar, the real difference lies in interpretation, context awareness, and strategic thinking. Those qualities are harder to automate. They also appear later in the decision process rather than in the first visible artifact. As AI tools spread across professions, the surface of work may become more uniform. Many outputs will look professional, consistent, and well-structured. But beneath that surface, the differences in judgment and understanding still matter. They may simply become harder to see. And recognizing where expertise actually resides may become an important skill in its own right.